Can we talk about Halloween?
Of course we can. Yeah, so this was or I guess only like a month into our friendship, maybe 2 months, because that was like a month after school started. But we all got together to go trick-or-treating.
As
and our
teenagers.
friends.
I was
Yeah.
18 going trick-or-treating with a bunch of kids.
I will never admit that trick-or-treating stops at an age. I'm gonna keep going. I don't care.
Really? At this point? Because I was done trick-or-treating, but I was like, you know what? I'm hanging out with a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
They're like not...
Yeah.
They're like almost too old to go trick-or-treating, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old to go trick-or-treating, but like I look the same as I did when I was 15.
It's definitely going to stop as soon as I like start going to college and meeting people. Or just like having a place to myself, or I could just like have a mini party.
Do you want to just get costumes that completely obscure our faces and bodies and go trick-or-treating as adults?
You can go trick-or-treating as an adult. Some people will reject you, and that's fine.
Some people... No, it's more like some people will give me candy.
I feel like if you put enough effort into your costume, they will respect you.
But also, like, I don't look that different from when I was 18.
Okay, listen. Me and two friends went trick-or-treating last year as 17-year-olds, pretty obviously, I think.
Yeah.
And we got candy from every house.
Yeah, but
I went trick-or-treating
21.
with my sister. I guess, yeah. Yeah, for you, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, but if I get a costume that obscures my whole face and body, like, I could be 15.
You heard it here first, folks.
What? Well, why is that
Check
funny?
Demi's Amazon wishlist for tools to help her appear 15.
Help me look 15. Hey, I'm doing a catch this week, okay? I gotta like...
Yeah.
They're asking me for
this
verification pictures, so...
Yeah, and I'm getting everything that will make me look as old as Chris Hansen was whenever he was doing the show.
I had an idea for a comedy sketch. I wanna run it by you real quick.
Yeah.
So a guy's doing a predator catch. He's like, he's pretending to be like a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And he's trying to catch this like 40-year-old like predator online, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as they're texting, the catcher falls in love with the predator. So instead of like the day that they had set up for the catch, instead of preparing to catch him, now he's like preparing for their first date, trying to make sure he looks like a 15-year-old girl, and then start like I don't know. Is that funny?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of similar to this hilarious...
Yeah, I feel like it's been done before.
Well, there was this Workaholics episode where they're basically... This is for like 2010, where they're like... They're like, they're on like some Justin Bieber fan forum. The joke was like, he pretends to be an 8-year-old boy on the Justin Bieber forum just because he doesn't want people to make fun of him for being a grown man. But then some dude like messages him like saying like, hey, what's up, sexy? And he's like, this guy's a pedophile. This is horrible. Oh my god. They're like, you know what? We're gonna invite him over and we're gonna kick his ass, right? And then he comes over and he's got I don't know, they see like he's got like a bong in the background. He's like, oh, sick, dude, is that a bong? And then they're like, yeah, but we're all out of weed. And he's like, look what I got. And he pulls out weed and they're like, oh shit. And they're like smoking weed, drinking on the roof with him. And they're like, oh man, like, wait, weren't we gonna beat him up? And they're like, yeah, but he's such a cool guy. And the joke is that he's this predator who's like trying to beat little boys online, but he's also the coolest guy ever. And he's like getting them into clubs. He's like surrounded by hot women. He drives a super fancy car. I think that's fucking hilarious. But I don't think my idea was too similar to that.
No, not that. Not that similar. Okay, Halloween. So, one of the friends in that friend group at the time was dating somebody who lived in like the bougie neighborhood. Just where it's like down by the lake kind of, and it's got all of your like McMansions and shit. The CEO of our local grocery store lived down there.
Not just our local grocery, a statewide.
Yeah, it's a statewide grocery
supermarket.
It's like Wisconsin Walmart, basically.
Yeah, it's called Woodman's.
Yeah.
Phil Woodman, the owner of
Phil Woodman.
He was so full of himself too. Like he was like shaking little kids' hands. He's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Phil Woodman, CEO of Woodman's. How's it going?" You know what I mean? Like taking pictures with fans, like, "Oh, thank you," like waving off the paparazzi. I was like, dude, how does everyone know that Phil Woodman lives here?
I got a picture with him in my Pickle Rick, super deflated Pickle Rick costume.
Yeah, that's what you wore for Halloween. Was your pickle? What did I wear?
Horrible. You wore the scrubs that were like stained in blood.
Oh yeah, I wore mental hospital scrubs.
I'm wearing some pants from there right now. They're really comfy.
Nice. I wore my mental hospital scrubs and just covered myself in fake blood. So I guess I'm a deranged mental patient. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. It's low effort, but it looked good.
Yeah.
So we go to his neighborhood because, like, oh, it's the rich neighborhood. They have the full-size candy bars.
Yeah, every house was handing out full-size candy for the most part.
But it was
great loot. It was great. I would go there as an adult just for free candy.
I have a completely different perspective. I kind of hate trick-or-treating in the rich neighborhoods. I much prefer it in, like, the tightly knit, kind of urban neighborhoods. I don't know if you'd call them urban, but just not the suburbs.
You like trick-or-treating in the hood.
I wouldn't call most of our city the hood.
All right, man. Look, Big Dick Randy doesn't come around in the suburbs, all right? So
yeah,
it was a safety decision.
Okay. Yeah, this is...
Yeah. Whatever, dude. Come on.
Okay. Just
You're a riff killer.
Tell the damn story.
You can't just, you gotta go. Just keep going.
Actually, let me explain. I don't think full-size candy bars are worth it. I think most of the candy bars that are full-size are just shit that I don't really like that much.
Ah, shit.
And I kind of like smaller servings anyways.
Weebo.
I much prefer a lot of tiny servings and a lot of big servings. And also there's so much walking. All of the houses are huge, so you have to... I don't think rich neighborhoods are good for trick-or-treating. That's my opinion. What the fuck? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, well, I'm still recording, so Danny, don't fucking yell at me. I know you're editing us.
What happened?
Hey. Internet went out.
Oh my god.
But Audacity is still recording.
Okay, cool.
So
let's go on,
yeah. Alright, I'm gonna move away from the I don't like full-size candy bars. Starting here. So we're going around to all the houses. There's this one asshole, who's got this massive mansion, and as we're walking up to the house, the kids walking away from it are like, you guys are so lucky. He says he's giving $100 bills to every other person that comes to the house. So, like, we're in line to get the $100. We show up. This guy's got a massive house. Again, he shows up. He, like, pulls out a bag or a candy bowl full of $100 bills. Yeah. And they're, like, little kids next to us.
Yes.
And we're all, like, high schoolers who are like, holy shit, $100. And he's like, oh, shoot.
He gives a whole rant.
Wrong bucket.
No. He gives a whole rant.
Yeah.
He gives a whole rant about, like, how he just wants to give back, and how we deserve it more than him. And he's like, and then he goes, no, and then what he says is, but unfortunately, I only give it to every other group of kids that comes by, so here's a piece of candy. And the thing is, he holds out $100 bill, and he holds it and waves it in front, literally waving money in front of your face. And he waits for you to reach for it, and then he rips it away from you. What the fuck? Rich people are sociopaths, man. That's fun for them.
I forgot how bad it is. Now that you said it, I have the full
literally
image in my head.
He literally shakes $100 bill in front of little kids' faces until they reach for it, and then he just rips it away from the hands and then hands them and it was fun-sized candy anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, it was.
We should have egged his house, honestly.
I could probably remember where it is.
We're gonna get the wrong help. We're gonna egg Phil Woodman's house on accident.
We're gonna egg the one orphanage there.
True. Sorry, I meant to laugh really hard about that, but I took a huge hit of my vape, and I realized I would choke to death if I left, so I had to hold it in. But that was funny.
Thank you. Okay, moving on. We're moving away from that house. That house, like, okay, fuck you. We leave. I don't know. Did any of us get mad at him?
I was pissed. I was the one who reached for the buddy.
But,
I knew he wasn't gonna give it to me. You know what I mean?
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, there's no way this is real. But whatever, I'll entertain him.
Giving away like
I thought it was fake.
$1,000,
or it would be like a Trump buck or something. Like I thought, you know what I mean? But
yep.
I knew I wasn't getting $100 out of that. But just the whole thing and knowing that he was doing that to little kids is you're literally just waving money in front of kids' faces and laughing at them as you rip money away from them. My God.
Yeah. Hopefully not many people not from that neighborhood were trick-or-treating there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so moving on, we'd been trick-or-treating for a while. And, I'm telling you, we didn't have that much candy, because all of the houses were huge, and moving in between them took so much more time than it would to just get a lot of small candy from a normal neighborhood. Right? Would you agree with that?
I still think the amount of candy we got would have been more if, you know what? I'll explain that later. But, I think it's time we mentioned there were 2 furries with us in fursuit
Yeah, that was the friend we had and their boyfriend.
Yeah, there were two furries.
Who is the reason why we were there.
He's from that area.
Yeah, he's plenty wealthy. So a horrible person.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. So we're walking with two furries, and of course their costume is their fursuit. Like, that's just a cheat code you get as a furry every Halloween.
You just wear your fursuit on Halloween.
And we see, we're walking out of this fucking massive house. It's got, like, a gate leading to a long-ass driveway with, like, bushes around. It's so... Ugh. I really hate it. I really hate houses like that. It's so indulgent.
Yeah.
To the point of less convenience.
Exactly, yeah. It's just to show off at that point. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And so we're walking back from it. Way too long of a walk to warrant the candy that we got. Sure, they were full size, but like, I still don't think it's worth it.
It would have been worth it if you guys didn't bitch out and we were able to hit more houses.
Yeah, I get. But then, dude, it was a steep ass hill that we were walking towards.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. We would have gotten more.
Fat ass who only wants the candy.
Yeah.
It's
trick or treating. I have to work for the candy. I have to put in effort. I love that my impression of you is just Stuart from Mad TV. You know what I'm talking about?
No, actually, I don't think so.
There's this character named Stuart. You know what Mad TV? They talk about it on Cumtown all the time. You have to have heard about Mad TV. It's basically just an alternative. It was an alternative to Saturday Night Live in the late 80s, early 90s. Or I think it went through the 2000s actually, but it was basically, think SNL, just a sketch comedy show, but it was way more edgy.
Okay.
And most of the characters were just racist caricatures.
Oh,
there's like a Chinese lady who's like, "Ching chong, how you doing?" Just like super.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the show. It's just racism. And then there's this kid named Stuart, where the joke is he's like an 8-year-old kid played by like a grown ass man.
Yeah, I'm looking at an image right now.
And he talks like this, but daddy, but why? And he talks like that. I think he's supposed to be intellectually disabled or like
probably
whatever. But I love that, like, when I do my impression of you, I just go to that voice for some reason. I just now realized that's what that voice is. It's Stuart from Mad TV.
I'm gonna listen to it after we're done recording. Okay. I need to finish the story. God damn it, it's been like 10 minutes. And as we're walking out of that driveway, we see two girls who look the part walking towards us. They're probably younger than us. They look like middle school age.
No. They were like 8, dude. They're like 8 to 10. Yes, little kids.
Yeah.
I remember specifically us talking about how I remember my argument against what we're about to talk about was, dude, they're like 8. Calm down. These two 8-year-old girls they had a giant blanket that said Trump 2020 on it.
Their costume was a Trump hat and a Trump flag just around their neck.
Yeah, it was like a blanket though. I don't know. But it served they were like two little girls, presumably sisters or best friends or whatever. They had a Trump blanket like wrapped around them together, right?
Yeah.
And they started, what did they start doing?
They just started harassing the furries, like, yelling at them.
Didn't they start like barking?
I think so.
I think they started howling or some shit. Yeah. Started howling at the furries and then like...
And I got defensive.
You got defensive quickly. The other person who was in our group was like, "Hey, fuck you, man."
Really?
Yes. Like, they were getting yelled at and cussed out by our group.
Yeah. Most of our group comes from a very different environment than what this neighborhood represents.
Yes.
The boyfriend who lived in this neighborhood was like, "Guys, shut up. Just shh. Don't talk to them." Because he didn't he lives there. He didn't want to be known as that kid.
Yeah. Nobody should want to be known as the person who's cussing out 8-year-old girls, personally. Yeah. I was telling everyone to shut up the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, come on. Just ignore them. Because you're giving them...
this is true.
You know what I mean?
Looking back on it, it was incredibly immature. But, like, this was my first time having friends in a long time, so I got really, really defensive.
Yeah, I get that. And I get being upset, But these kids were barking, saying, like, "You guys belong in a zoo," or whatever. Yeah, like, furries stink. Like, literally, like...
Yo, poopy head.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, dude, why are we indulging in this?
Me falling for the toddler's rage bait. Like...
Yes. I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we... To be fair, I mean, I was the oldest person there, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. I was very immature at the time. I don't know. It took me a while to kind of learn how to act in the world. Well, and that's about it. I mean, basically right after that, I got, we all had our like little, well, that just happened, and like heart racing moment, and we ended up just leaving.
Y'all were crying. Come on now.
I was? Yeah,
yes,
I think so.
You were all crying. Yeah. And I understand nobody's emotions are invalid, but like I couldn't help but feel like this was such a massive overreaction.
Yeah,
like this was I'd agree nothing. With that. It's little kids, you know what I mean? And like the person who was exiled from this group was all like, fuck those fucking kids, man. I fucking hate them. And I'm like, dude, they're like 8, okay? They could not coherently explain what they like about Trump.
Yeah.
It's just their parents. Their parents were like, we like Donald Trump. Or, sorry. Y'all know there, but Donald Trump is a good guy.
Dude, they're from that neighborhood. They're not talking like that. They don't work in trade. They don't work in rural Wisconsin.
That's not just rural Wisconsin. That's like, honestly, I mostly associate it with like wealthy northern Wisconsiners who have like 3 properties on the lake. That's what I associate that accent with. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's not that neighborhood's dialect. I just think it for comedic purposes. Everyone from Wisconsin that I don't like talks like that. Wisconsin idiots
and that
we
do
that.
like.
And then we do like, yeah, depending. But yeah, man, like y'all were freaking out. Okay, I'm not talking shit about you, but like you guys were all freaking out.
No, it's fair.
It was just like,
man, this entire episode is just Squeebo humiliation.
Yeah, Squeebo. This is the humiliation ritual. Yeah.
The calm and collected Demigloom versus the whimpering.
The
whimpering overreactor Squeebo.
I mean, like, I guess this is the friendship backstory, but like, what's entertaining about? Yeah, we hung out and we started liking each other and we hung out more. I mean, we're looking for funny stories.
They have to see the bullshit that you put up with to get where we are today.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, man, I mean, Halloween.
I think that makes the friendship more special.
We are adult trick-or-treaters, okay? And we're getting mad at people at 8-year-olds. We're crying and we're screaming. We're kicking, crying, and screaming because 8-year-olds were making fun of furries.
Demi's exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah, only a little bit though. That's the funny part.
Other stuff happened that night.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, that's a funny anecdote. We just started hanging out more